Hello, good people. Good afternoon from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to do one of the most anticipated fragrance that I really waited a long time to get, and I have been having this for a few days now. And I want to do initial impression on this fragrance from Niche Emarati Line of Lattafa, which is called Mughal Fort. Okay, I don't know if there are many fragrance reviews on this. These are like bottles or presentation. It's a dream of a collector. Okay, so I'll break it down like how I like it, how I feel about it. Totally different can be from your perspective, but these fragrances I didn't buy one point because they're asking for very expensive, like $70-80. I didn't do it because I don't spend that much money on Middle Eastern perfumes. I did some on my Arabian oud fragrances, but that's about it. But I know their fragrance prices overseas. I always look at States, American price, Amazon, whatever they're selling. So I saw the prices like 45, 55 bucks. I was waiting for those prices. Now it's around $45 range. So you can try it. Okay. So this, you can tell, it's going to be an epic, like it's a presentation of an epic proportion. Okay. So that's the first box. Niche Emarati line is the highest line of Lattafa so far. They do have regular Lattafa like Ana Abiyed, regular Lattafas. And then they have Pride line, which is those vintage cars, those lines, and then some more premium ones. Then the most premium ones are these. Okay, so they do put, I think these are EDP, but they put like heavy oil concentration in there. I think Khanjar was one of them, perhaps, and these lines, I'll tell you one thing, I swear, like even if you don't feel the vibe with them, they are not going to disappoint you in performance. They are all solid performers. Okay, so performance in the beginning, you guys understand, it's 10. Okay, so that's the first thing. Second thing is this box. Okay, this box, it's like looking like a presentation that coming out from a niche house, and then they might cost you money. Okay, like $200-300 sort of looking presentation, and the name and all that is there. So I think personally these are very elegantly done, and they open like, how do they open? This sometimes I have this. Okay, sometimes I get confused. Okay, so inside they have the booklet, which I kept it there. Niche Emarati Line, I'll show you some of the fragrances. So this is how it opens, and that's where the bottle stays. Obviously I took out the bottle, and inside got a lot of attention detailing. So if you give this as a gift to someone, yeah, that cold, and then I actually sprayed a couple of strong perfumes for the review. So it's, yeah, so Niche Emarati Line. So oh sorry, I was saying that if you give it as a gift to someone, they're going to be very, very happy about the bottle itself. So inside some more perfumes. Inside they give this a very nice touches, so what else is in offering. I actually find the presentations to be very mesmerizing. I have the classic stone, I have reviewed a few, I own few other, but this line I did not review so many. Okay, so just giving idea. Okay, and they are inspired by some famous fragrances. I guess this bottle I want to get as well. Very nice. This one I got the Khalid, that one is at the back, and a few more. Okay, so very beautiful presentation. These are beautiful. Okay, so this is that cherry on the top. This is the bottle, and when I'm holding it, this feels like a dumbbell, like a lighter dumbbell. It's like one of the heaviest presentation. Before I felt I think this is tad less heavy than my favorite, this fragrance. Sorry, I'm trying to reach out, hope I don't drop it. If I was talking about Arabian oud, so this was Amiri. This and this is almost the same weight. Okay, and this is hands down the heaviest presentations ever in history. That itself is going to cost you money if you're carrying it in the luggage. So this outer layer is all metal. This is not plastic. So you see, where's the name, by the way? The name is written somewhere. Yeah, the name is written here, Mughal Fort. And this does look like a fort, and top of it is like a heritage, like a castle or a mosque or something from old days. So these are presentations I wanted this for. Simple. I didn't care how this smelled. I saw on Fragrantica they said something, it smells like, but I don't know what this is inspired by. Honestly speaking, I haven't smelled this DNA before. It's on the paper, and this is potent stuff. Okay, show you the sprayer. Okay, this room is going to be filled up with this smell for a very long time. Click a little bit, satisfactory. Okay, so it looks like basically windows and all that. This is like on next level. Okay, so let that settle down, and let me tell you the notes quite quickly. The notes on this thing is cardamom, pimento, caramel, cedar, vanilla, musk, and amber. Relatively simpler, but what I smell from this is very thick, powdery smell. Okay, first thing that hit me, it's like very thick, kind of like vanillic, musky. Think of even notes like, what is that note? orange blossom, neroli kind of, those thick scents. And this thing has plenty of it. It's not to say it is very complex scent. This one is a fragrance, if you like Mancera's Holidays, okay? If you like fragrance like that, minus the coconut, this is the type of fragrance there is. It's going to just last, and it's going to smell the same throughout the day, okay? But I feel this is kind of like unisex side. Like women would love this perfume a lot, okay, to be honest. What I smell from this is a very musky tone, okay? First thing that says like straight to my nose is the musk. And it's heavy on the musk. They definitely said cardamom, pimento, kind of spicy, but it's basically a sweet perfume. Sweet, musky, first two notes, and then a little bit of spices to surround that gourmand, that caramel thing they mentioned, and what else? Cedar, right? So this thing is not heavy on the woods, okay? I would prefer this instead of musk. If it was woody, that'd be more masculine. But this is very proper, like unisex style perfume. If women wear this, I think in a cold day, like think of Narciso Rodriguez for him, EDP, or some of those Narciso musky fragrances, like musk, dark musk or something. This is the clean musk, like the white musk. Think of a Body Shop, that white musk smell, but so much more premium. This is that, okay? So imagine the fall started, fall weather started, and it's just getting cooler, I just always am in love with cold weathers, even though it gets me very sick every year. But I love cold weathers. Just when I can put on a little bit of a leather jacket in the morning, I feel a little bit of a chill. Drinking or sipping on tea feels different, it hits different. And when you go outside in the evening, it's just all covered by, like what do you call the fog, everything, the city suddenly looks mysterious. That's when you bring this out. In summertime, you dare to wear this, no problem. There are a lot of these, you can wear in summer, because what else you're gonna do? You're not gonna wear fragrance for 11 months. No, we will wear it, but wear less, okay? Do not wear like a lot. I would wear this on specific occasions, okay? Like weddings, somewhere special occasion where they're gonna have AC, air conditioning, If it's going to be just fan, it's not gonna cut it. You're gonna smell so animalic, This beautiful smell will turn into something animalic and can be a little bit challenging in life. But I will tell you one thing. This smells like, I was telling you, the closest thing I think of is Mancera Holidays. Very holiday-like, very suntan lotion-like, it's very sweet, okay? And when you put it on, you feel like you're on Caribbean or somewhere, you're on holidays, even though I do not travel. But I like to imagine things because I watch a lot of movies, I watch a lot of videos, food vlogging, so I have some idea, right? This stuff, you take it on your holiday, with you, just decant the stuff. Obviously you're not going to carry this heavy bottle. My hand is already starting to hurt. I haven't done my workout today, but this stuff you hold for a while, your hand will start feel bothered, okay? So this basically is a collector's item, if you have that, and then the other one, they have 3 or 4 like this, they made. I'm going to collect them all, I really determined, I'm determined, right? So these, what are the other sides of the story? This is not for everybody. This is not a summer freshie, for sure. That's not one thing. This is second thing. I would say this is not for beginners. Guys or girls who just join the game, they will find this fragrance very like mature. They will say, oh, my dad could wear this, my mom could wear this, or my elder brothers could wear this. For me, this is too complicated, and personally I may not wear it, right? So the strength of it is just so bold, it's just strong, right? Some people don't like that, right? If you don't like your fragrance is strong, this is not for you. It's a very love it or hate it. I'll just tell you without any hesitation, like, oh, I'm going to recommend this blind buy. No, well, this is the listing you blind buy. But then if you ask me if it's worth having the fragrance in terms of value, longevity, presentation, these 3 departments, this fragrance rocks. Smell wise, I have had better, okay? I'll tell you, this is not the most favorite of mine in terms of scent profile, but this one of those days I was mentioning, the special days when fall starts flowing, and I do have a decent collection. Obviously you have seen my collection and reviewing. I don't have bragging rights, but I do have a lot of choices. I cannot wear, let's say, one fragrance even each month. Sometimes I just rotate so much. Unless I love something so much, I wear it 3-4 times per month, right? This one I'll take out one of those days when I sniff that cold weather breeze is just passing out, and a little bit of this, smoke like fog flying around. I'm like, man, I'm gonna reach for this. I'm gonna wear this for morning walk, early morning walk. That time it will be perfect. A little bit of a muffler. If you have a little bit of this, like this hats and stuff, this will be perfect. In high heat summer days, I would say this fragrance stay away a little bit, unless you always stay in the AC. This will be good. You'll get compliments from this for sure, because this smells like very confident, a person who's wearing something very niche. This is not a designer stuff. This is straight up niche. Okay, so the quality is there. So overall, the scent profile, everything, just consider the performance is 10, the presentation is 10, and even the projection is like 3 hours plus it projects. So I will give this fragrance scent profile, I'll give this 8. Okay, so why 8? Because yeah, it's not something I'll reach for every day. Okay, I'll just tell you honestly, I got it for the bottle. But if you're just looking strictly for something, the special occasion wear, I would say you get it. I'll give this fragrance 8.5 because the scent profile and all, but remember the performance. Okay, so there you go. Mughal Fort finally covered. And possible, I do decant, so some of you do not know that in Bangladesh, if you happen to be in Bangladesh, you can get a sample from me and you can see if it's your kind of a fragrance or it's just a pass. Okay, that way you don't have to spend the whole money on a full presentation. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. My page links are always in the description box. Take care. Have a nice day. Let's do a list, then we'll upload all this together. Bye bye.